before that game even takes place. Brooks is on double 16. And that 12 darter is a darn sight better than any other leg we've seen tonight. But speaking of tidying things up, that's what Bradley's looking to do. Double 6 for the match. Very much job done by Bam Bam Bradley Brooks against the Group A winner. And a real surprise there, as someone who only just made Saturday night wins the first game by 4-0. It wasn't a classic by any means, but when Bradley Brooks went 2-0 up, he took full advantage of that advantage, and then he put his foot to the floor to be the better player in the match by some distance. As you can see, 4 out of 15 on the doubles, and a medium style average around about the mid-80s. He'll be happy with that, but he will be more than happy with a 4-0 victory. When we come back, we're going to look at group number 2, and it's going to be Richard Eric Rowlands against the throw, and he's up against the favourite, Darius Labanaukas.
Darius, he knows the game inside out. Here we go again. Another tap finish. 72 now, 96.
If he keeps playing like this on Saturday nights, he might have to get a new nickname. And that might be that. That might be Richard on the back foot.
58.
With a game against Neil Duff to come. Not a good spot to be in. However, it's a brilliant spot for Labanaukas now. He's doing it again. And when it comes to weekly finals, it's the 5th time he's averaged over 90. And this time, he's cruised above that mark. In fact, it's nearly 100. And Labanaukas is very comfortable. He knows that if he wins 2 legs against Neil Duff when he plays in game number 6, he's going to be in the semi-finals again. And with 80% on the doubles there, and 99 as the average, he was the better player and took full advantage of a much better start than the Welshman. Now, we're back to Group 1, and we're back with Bradley Brooks, and it will be Gemma Hayter making her debut on a Saturday night in Portsmouth, very close from home. Bradley's finding himself in a good couple of spots here. That's exactly what he wanted, and it will remain there as well. 2-0 Brooks. Now he's keeping the crowd quiet of all hat stands. But this is a match-winning chance. Bull. Bam, bam. Bullseye Bradley Brooks. And group campaigns do not get better than that. 8-0 it is for Bradley Brooks, and he sails into the semi-finals by winning Group 1 flawlessly. A really good performance as well, 100.2, and that is the first time this week that he's averaged in 3 figures. Talk about peaking at the right time. Brooks is now a contender. Gemma will be back, though, when she plays against Carl Wilson in Game 5, and that will now be a shootout to see who makes it into the semi-finals.
This stage
Richard, you require 122.
for 3 weeks, and I think we saw on Friday where he went through the cart and he qualified a different Neil Duff, and I think it's for the reason that you've just said.
Game shot.
Oh boy, Richard Rowlands will not go quietly. A 1-2-2 on the bull. Huge message, not only to Neil. I think he is oblivious to what could possibly happen in the next 1, 2 or 3 darts. Richard Rowlands has done it again. He's lost his first game 4-1, but he's still a semi-finalist. And Neil Duff is now on Nightmare Street. We might as well be playing darts on Elm Street as far as Neil's concerned, because that 4-0 loss, and he's now got Darius Labanaukas to play. He has got a mountain to climb when he plays the Lithuanian in a couple of games' time. It's another 4-0, our 3rd of the night, and Richard Rowlands has now joined Bradley Brooks in the semi-finals. It's Gemma Hayter going up against Carl Wilson, and one of them is going home. For Carl, Gemma said her strength is the scoring. It's just a question of whether the doubles are found.
No score.
And on this occasion, the double is not found. Very close call on the single 9. And he takes full advantage of it to get his first leg of the night. Miss from Carl.
40.
We saw him do that in his previous game this evening, didn't we?
Game on the second leg. Gemma Hayter. Third leg, it's Gemma.
Yeah, I commented yesterday on those and saying that I hadn't seen many of those. She doesn't seem to have any on the top of hers. It might be the ring halfway down, maybe. Or has she taken them off?
I think she's taken them off.
140.
If that's the case, I think that's really good intelligence. It's awareness. You have to do what you have to do.
140.
And sometimes that's about tailoring what you've got up there. Just how big will it be that Wilson missed double 10 in the previous leg? Because it does feel like Gemma's getting her groove on now.
The pace is suiting both players. It's a pace that they're both looking very comfortable at indeed.
82 remain. 139 is his biggest, well, one of his biggest finishes he's ever hit under pressure. It was hit 60-39 tops earlier in the week. How's this one for Gemma?
6.
That's pure adrenaline, isn't it, Nico? We've both been there. It's left your hand thinking it's going to go, but your hand speed has been far quicker than usual. Wilson returns the favour from the previous leg.
All can't.
Gemma, you require
if Gemma
86.
can right here, we go to the one-leg shootout. It's more difficult than it possibly could have been. And Carl's got a visit to make his way through to his first semi-final on a Saturday night in Portsmouth.
20.
Last chance.
And
he's through to the last 4. Carl Wilson's done his job. And it turns out that Gok has won. He hasn't won the whole thing yet, though. He's done his first job, and he's made his way through to the semi-finals. Well done. Group A won, through to the semi-finals. And now he's got to focus on the next job, which is to make the final. Unfortunately, on debut, Gemma Hayter can't make it through to the semi-finals. She had her chances, though. She missed 10 shots at double. Carl, well, it was enough. And now he can look forward to the semi-finals, as will we at the end of the Duff and Labanaukas debacle.
DARIUS require 95.
Is the writing on the wall for Duffman? It is the bull to win the group.
Wow.
And it effectively knocks Duffman out as well.
DARIUS Labanaukas.
Wow. Every Saturday night.
Here he goes on double 16. And he just does not relent. It's another brilliant performance from Labanaukas. Stumble.
86.
Labanaukas Maseka like hen's teeth here this evening.
Game on the 4th leg.
Well done, Neil Duff. Making light of the situation. Well, he's thrown with an element of freedom now that he's got that leg, and he knows he's not going through. So why wouldn't you go and hit this?
Game on the 5th
Lovely
leg.
stuff from Neil Duff.
Neil Duff.
Neil does if he hits this, because this will be his parting
60.
shot potentially in week 1 of Series 9. It is farewell to Neil Duff. The second time that DARIUS has lost on a Saturday night, but he's still alive. Really good mark of respect there from the Duff man, because we've had him here for 3 weeks. And I think you're right, Scott. Not all sport is rat-a-tat-tat. Just look at strongman when they're trying to pull a truck or a plane. It takes time. But it's impressive. Just like that is.
77. Bradley requires
Bradley's finding it
68.
very, very hard to get rid of Richard. Double 10. Oh, that's world class. That's why he's a world youth champion. And at the age of 24, French court.
But his aim now must be true.
Last chance.
Game
He doesn't fail.
Richard Rowlands.
He looks like a player who's not playing under pressure.
Richard requires
Double 8
60.
got him to 3-2. Does it take him to 3-3?
Game
Right in the top
flag.
corner, and we're going the distance
Richard Rowlands.
for only the second time tonight. Only person in this match who has had match shots is the man throwing right now. And he's through to the final. It wasn't attritional by any stretch of the imagination. It was a very fair tussle. They were pretty much level the entire match, but it was Rowlands who fought back, took it to leg number 7, and bam bam, winning Group 1, giving him the darts. That gave him the upper hand, and he's into another final on a Saturday night. There are the averages. Look at the doubles percentages as well. Very, very, very close. And in 7 legs, it's the person who had the throw who makes the final. And now we'll find out who Bradley Brooks will play. Will it be Wilson or Labanaukas?
Yeah, not to be now.
51.
Important to try and
we require 40.
leave a nice little single to double combo in case Wilson fluffs his lines here, but he doesn't fluff his lines. You can hear
full flag,
from
it's Cole
his
to throw
adoring
first.
audience.
He'd like to leave 56.
140. Carly require 32.
What can he do under pressure this time? That's
Game
what.
show the 6th leg. Carl Wilson.
He doesn't even have to hit it. That's why he's got the luxury of going 18s.
98.
And I just wonder if this number is going to be ringing through the ears of Wilson overnight. Nobody can take 159.
95.
By virtue of leaving himself that number,
Darius, you require
Labanaukas might just
32.
put him away. Darius wins.
Shot and the match.
And having the darts in the
Darius
semi-finals,
Labanaukas.
it really was the most important thing. Lucky? Nah, he's brilliant. And he's through to the final. A brilliant week for Wilson, and I am positive we will see him again. Well done on winning Group A and winning his way through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to him. But there's one more task for Labanaukas when he comes back. If he beats Bradley Brooks, he will be a 2-time weekly champion in the same year. And that's exactly what Bradley Brooks is trying to do as well. That is what we've just seen. As for what we will see next, you'll have to stay tuned.
Got a little greedy, and that's when you miss given target.
Double 6.
23.
I wonder if Bradley's going to get
Darius, you
another
require 40.
similar or even better chance in this final to break the Darius throw. He can cushion it just underneath that. Is that a better marker? It is.
Game shown the 3rd leg. Darius Labanaukas.
He's just so hard to beat.
28.
Zero hesitation. Double 7. He's got to give this some oomph. Oh, go and get it quickly.
Bradley Brooks.
Just because he's from miles away in the northwest of England, don't be fooled. Bam Bam has an army with him.
I have 43.
Here we go then. Tops it is. To be crowned
23.
week 1
Darius
champion.
68.
And Darius is now sat there on 68. Sixteens has been his friend.
Game
And they
show
are
the
again.
sixth
We
leg.
go 3-3.
Darius Labanaukas.
Momentum has changed. Brooks has had darts.
Seventh
Can't
and
even look
final
Darius
leg,
in the
Darius
eye.
to throw
Gives
third.
him the fist pump.
Maybe twice over.
No, that's what I'd be thinking.
But if Brooks was to win from this position now, what does it say about his character?
Darius knows he just needs a ton to stay in touch.
100.
He stays in touch. But it's now advantage Bradley Brooks.
Should go 18s now.
57.
Who's got the advantage now? Very much in the balance. This game right now is like a spinning coin on a table, and we've got no idea where it's going to fall.
I'll tell you who's got the advantage after this second dart. It's Labanaukas.
133.
Those 19s. They really have come up trumps.
Needs another of those.
81.
Bit
Darius
of lurch with that one. Still in touch. 19s you would have thought would be the route here. That's a good dart. It's going treble 18.
92.
Oh, that's a big,
Bradley,
big
require
dart from
125.
Labanaukas. 16 left after 15 darts. Oh, bullseye. What a shot to become champion.
100.
Oh, this game has given us everything.
16.
What an attempt from Bradley Brooks. It's Darius Labanaukas. He hits double 8. He is your Series 9 Week 1 champion.
Super Series champion.
Look at the man. This is what it means to players to come here and become this weekly champion. This is your Week 1 Series 9 champion, Darius Labanaukas. Came here to do a job. Just a word for Bradley Brooks in escaping danger coming through on Friday. And today looked more probable than ever that he was going to walk away champion. The 1-2-5 attempt at the end there. You were a width of a wire away, young man. Don't be upset at coming second to that. Darius Labanaukas looking at the averages. The averages even say Bradley Brooks was in the 4 there. So it's 84 for Darius, but he won't worry about that. It's the 6 from 8 on the doubles. We're going to throw over to the stage now where Paul Nicholson is waiting with your Series 9 Week 1 champion.
Yes, we are on the stage with the Week 1 champion, Darius Labanaukas. Darius, that was quite an interesting final. You saw Bradley Brooks miss darts to beat you in 2 different legs. How does it feel to be a 2-time weekly champion here in Portsmouth?
It feels great because I had good run on first 5 days, I think, on my opinion, and today little bit more pressure from players, from myself. Yeah, but actually, on the final, I get lucky, and why I'm here, yeah, like winner.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard you call yourself Lucky, even though your nickname is Lucky D. You have been a really, really good player during the week, but you do save your best darts for Saturdays, don't you?
Yeah, actually, when I was down 2-3, yeah, I won on a row 2 legs. Yeah, it's like what leave for me from first 5 days. Yeah, I'm try very much to win this game, and yeah, but my nickname is Lucky D, but a lot of times I'm unlucky D, but yeah.
How good, in your own mind, was that 68 checkout in the 6th leg? Because if you didn't hit that, you probably lose this final.
Oh yeah, I forgot that now, but it's most important moment for me. I don't know how for Bradley, but on this game I think it's most important moment for me for win this game.
You spend a lot of time with Maras Razma, who's a really good friend of yours. He's noted for treble 19 hitting, but treble 19 was your friend in this final, and it has been tonight, hasn't it?
I think he learned to throw 19 from me, not I'm from him. But officially he did first, and I'm just follow this. Yeah, but you know it's I didn't like tops, not good for me. But I like 32 and all combination go. I will do for 32. This is work.
Just one more question before you allow you to get your fingerprints on the trophy once again. You're very proud of being from Lithuania, a country that has had troubles in the past, but you have flown the flag for your country in darts almost solo for the last 15 years. How proud are you of all of the achievements that you've had in Portsmouth for yourself in Lithuania?
I have messages from my fans and my supporters and my friends on the darts who want to follow and see World Series on live and something, and I'm inform this my friends, and yeah, I'm the best from Lithuania. I thinking it's my opinion, and yeah, I'm very proud to be Lithuanian on the darts, and it's very nice to be best on the darts from Lithuania.
Well, we won't let you wait any more longer, Darius. Everybody here in Portsmouth, for the second time, he's getting his fingerprints on the trophy again. Lithuania's best darts player, your Week 1 Series 9 champion, Darius Labanaukas.
Here we go, mate. Series of these 6 coming to us. Jumping with joy, Darius Labanaukas, the first man through to Champions League. He had to evade match darts from Bradley Brooks in the final to eventually run out a 4-3 winner. A man of little words, but a man of big actions. Labanaukas, the winner once again. He's only played 2 qualifying weeks here at the Super Series, and he has won both of them. And it's fair to say, Scott Mitchell alongside me here in the studio, he is a very happy man.
Yeah, without doubt. We can call him Lucky D in that last game, though, can't we, in the final? But Bradley Brooks had a couple of opportunities, but wasn't able to take them. And that 68 to go 3-3, very, very special shot. And only special players do that.
The number 2, signifying his second win in this building. He knows exactly his record. He knows exactly what he's done. You actually say to me off air that Darius knows everything about everything in his career.
Yeah, pretty much so. We were having a chat earlier, and he was just explaining to me how I managed to turn him over in a Lakeside first round with it, and he had a 99 average. And I said, and they call you Lucky D. That's not very lucky. But we get on very well. We've known each other a long time, and, I'm super pleased for him. But at the same time, I would have been equally as happy if Bradley would have won, because I thought tonight he did everything right. Did absolutely everything right, but it just didn't quite go his way.
Well, let's talk about the story of the final then. It was a game that kind of swung back and forth, didn't it, until the midway point. Brooks got the break, he went 3-2 up, and a lot from that point onwards, he was going to charge away with it. He had opportunities, but then, as you mentioned, that 68 checkout here from Darius Labanaukas to make it 3-3, with Brooks here missing those darts at tops to win the final.
Yeah, very much so, and he doesn't miss by much. But it's Darius then that comes in, and you have to be decisive in these moments. You have to decide. There's many ways you can go for 68, but you have to be decisive before you throw that first dart. If you're only there not thinking right and half-heartedly, you have to visualise it. You have to visualise where you're going. And that's exactly what he did there and took it out.
But isn't that Darius personified? Because a lot of players have finished like 68. There's a number of different ways you can go, particularly if the first dart hits a single. But he had a plan. He executed it.
Yeah, and like I say, you've got to make that decision before you walk to the oche and then be at one with your decision. And that, in big moments like that, he owned that, then got it to 3-3. And then there's an element of relief that comes to you as a dart player and going, well, I'm at 3-3 now. I've got the darts back. If I can just hold my nerve here for another 4 or 5 minutes, I'm fine.
It went to the final leg, and then Bradley Brooks, the 1-2-5. The first dart goes into the bullseye. He finds the 25 with dart 2. Just picture what it would have been like for Darius in the background. You almost expect, of course it's going to go for the title.
Yes, you do. But I think the moment that you start thinking like that, you then stop yourself if you then approach the board and you do get a chance. So I don't believe you can see the pouted bottom lip there from Darius in the background. I'm sure that he thought it was going, but you can see he doesn't rush in. He doesn't rush in. He takes his time. He has a look, and it's all about now's your moment. Give it a chance. And he gave it a super chance because it was right in there. And he doesn't want to over-celebrate because he knows that maybe it wasn't supposed to be his. So respect to Darius for that, but that'll hurt Brad for a couple of days.
We'll talk about Brad a little bit now. I want to start off with the 1-2-5 because you could see with the last dart of the bullseye, he was trying to follow it. Was that first dart just a little bit too low in the bed for him? If it's perhaps towards the top half of the bullseye bed, maybe he'd find it.
Yeah, it probably was a little bit too low in the bedroom, but you're being really, really harsh. He's hit the bullseye. Do you know how hard it is to hit the bullseye anyway? And then to hit the bullseye in that situation, Henry, you're being wrong here. I'm telling you, that was
hypercritical.
Absolutely, so hypercritical. It was a great dart to hit the bullseye with the first dart. He would have hoped for that because had he hit a 25, then he needed the 2 bullseyes. It looked perfect. He thundered it in there. It didn't quite go his way. Darius is the champion.
But that one's going to hurt, isn't it? Because he had control, because he had match darts. He kind of had a life when he got through the Group C, but then when you get to that scenario, you get to the final. If you don't win it, it smarts.
Any final smarts. It doesn't happen if it doesn't even matter if it's a Monday night at the Dog and Duck. They all hurt and they all mould you as players. And but I mean, I think once he's calmed down, Bradley, and had a little thought to himself, he'll look back and go, well, Duff did me a favour to get me through. And then I really bossed it and gave myself the opportunity. And it would be even worse if he hadn't given himself the opportunity to get darts at it. So I think it's something that after a couple of days you reflect and you look at it and see it in a different light.
As for Labanaukas, back at Champions League, he got through to the semi-final the last time he made it there. How serious a contender do you think he's going to be to win the title altogether?
Well, we've spoken before about, what week's the best week to win it, what's the one to have not too much distance between the two. I think he has a massive chance, because of just the way that he plays and where his sort of B+ game is such a good level. He has that. He has his A and his A+ game, but that B+ game is not far behind his A game, and that's why his levels are so high. That's why he's so consistent. And that's what makes him difficult to beat. And when he gets a chance at 68, you've rued your chance. If you haven't got him by then, he will come and bite you on the backside.
First week of a brand new series. It's been good fun. We've seen some new names. We've seen some big names, of course, miss out on the finals night as well. If that's what we've got for starters, we've got a very fun series ahead.
I think we have got a fun series ahead, and it starts all again on Monday.
Well, you're going to be there on Monday. Scott, thank you so much for your company once again, as ever. And so, Darius Labanaukas is the first player through to Champions Week in Series 9. Lucky D was far from lucky. He was brilliant. He was spectacular. He is the champion. And we bet we have got another 11 weeks worth of qualification to go until the big night on December the 7th. Bye from us.
Marvin Van Velzen!
Well, I've got to ask you now, Mace. Edgar gives us the bow.
Have a bit of that.
Alex Spellman.
Outstanding finish from Spellman.
16, she steps back, has a good look, and nails it for a 3-0 win. What a brilliant performance from Fallon Sherritt.
John Lowe dart. Flights doing the loop up for his finish.
Ashley Coleman.
The Highlander hits the heights. A 160 finish to break the throw of the net.
Big moment. Oh, no! Johnston's just been hit with a bat.
This is a mammoth dart. That's a mammoth fight. That's the pick.
Here we go. One leg shootout to see who plays sights in the final.